It's raining. The road winds through the mountains like an old scar, open and bleeding beneath the gray sky. Inside a car, Elma drives in silence. On the seat beside her, a pocket piano and a faded photograph, her and her father, surrounded by light and trees that no longer exist. My father used to say that all music begins in the heart of the earth. I just didn't know that the earth also knew how to cry. The windshield wiper fails. Elma pulls over, gets out. The forest closes in around her and as if swallowing her whole, and then thunder tears through the sky. Something falls, small, alive, trembling. Elma looks up, disbelieving. A lion cub, tangled in leaves and branches, lands at her feet. She catches him. He cries out desperate, as if begging for shelter. "How did you fall from the sky?" she whispers. But the forest doesn't answer. It only watches. Elma runs to an abandoned cabin, lights a fire. The lion cub sleeps beside the hearth. She breathes, relieved, but then the door creaks. In the doorway, massive, wounded, covered in blood, a white wolf. Carrying a pup in its mouth, Elma freezes. The wolf stares at her, doesn't advance, doesn't growl, just looks, as if asking permission, and she remembers. I had seen that wolf before. 15 days earlier, walking through the forest, a white shadow appeared. The wolf I'd trapped in a hunting net, dying, its eyes pleading for mercy. Elma hesitated, but then she saw the pain in those eyes. She took off her grandfather's jacket, still carrying his scent, and covered the wolf. It calmed down. She cut the net. The wolf freed itself and walked away, without looking back, but now. It returned. The wolf enters the cabin, places the pup on the floor, lies down. Elma closes the door slowly. "You came back," she whispers. The wolf closes its eyes, as if saying, "You saved me. Now I trust you." Days pass. The cabin that was hers is now an improvised zoo. The lion knocks over pots. The wolf pup steals food from the table. The white wolf hunts and brings dead deer to the door, like gifts of gratitude. Elma tries to play piano. The lion jumps on the keys. She tries to sleep and the wolf pup sleeps on top of her. "I just wanted silence," she sighs, exhausted. And look what this turned into, but then she laughs. For the first time in months, she laughs. At night, beside the fireplace, Elma holds her father's photograph. I lost my father when I was 12. My mother? I don't even remember her face. And my grandfather, the only one left, and died 3 weeks ago. I came here to disappear. The lion cub rests its head against her. The wolf pup lies at her feet. The white wolf watches from a distance, motionless. They don't speak. They don't console, they just stay. Elma cries in silence. They didn't try to heal me. They just didn't let me die alone. One morning, Elma wakes to a different sound. She steps out of the cabin and sees a scene she'll never forget. The she-wolf, the female who followed the white wolf, is lying in the clearing, nursing her own pups, and beside them, feeding, the lion cub. Elma brings her hand to her mouth. Tears fall. The lion's mother died in childbirth, and the she-wolf adopted the predator's cub. It was in that instant I understood. Love has no species, no logic. It just exists. The white wolf watches from a distance, protector, father to all. Weeks turn into months. The lion and the wolf pup grow together. They run through the snow, play in the river. Elma plays piano at dusk, and they howl and roar to the rhythm of the melody. Deer appear at the water's edge. Foxes watch curiously. The entire forest responds to the music. Elma gives them names. Mozart, the wolf pup, Dreamer, the lion. My dream of music didn't die, she thinks. It was just reborn in them. But then the phone rings, an offer. Los Angeles Symphony Orchestra. Her grandfather's dream, her dream. Accepting means leaving them. Elma looks at Mozart and Dreamer sleeping together, curled up like brothers. I could have everything. Or have them. She takes a deep breath and chooses the world. Days later, men arrive, wildlife control, dangerous animals. They need to be relocated. Elma screams, pleads, throws herself in front of them, but they don't listen. Mozart is sedated. Dreamer is locked in a cage. The she-wolf howls desperately. The white wolf tries to attack and is tranquilized too. You don't understand. Elma cries through tears. They're my family, but they're taken away. Elma falls to her knees in the rain, and the world around her collapses. Mozart wakes up in a cage, Wolf Conservation Center, reunited with his mother. He should be happy, but then, a distant roar. Mozart lifts his head. Dreamer. He's somewhere, and he's suffering. That night, Mozart digs a tunnel under the fence, escapes. He runs through the forest, follows the scent, follows the sound until he reaches a circus inside Dreamer in a cage, being whipped by a man with cruel eyes. Mozart howls. Dreamer answers. Mozart breaks into the circus, tries to open the cage with his claws, with his teeth, but can't. Then the owner, Alan, opens the cage to check the noise. Mozart attacks, knocks Alan down. Dreamer escapes. They run through the city, break into a supermarket, eat everything they find. Helicopters chase, sirens echo, but Mozart and Dreamer run together, as they always have. Meanwhile, Elma receives a call. Mozart escaped, and he's wearing a GPS collar. She runs into the forest. Elma finds Mozart by the river's edge, but then Alan emerges from the shadows. With a rifle, aims at Dreamer. Mozart charges, is hit by a tranquilizer dart. The dose was meant for an adult lion. For Mozart, it was lethal. Alan flees. Dreamer runs to Mozart, licks his face, howls. Elma comes running. No, no, you can't die, she sobs, but Mozart doesn't respond. Elma carries Mozart to the nearest veterinarian. All-night vigil. Dreamer waits outside, doesn't leave, doesn't eat, doesn't sleep, just waits. At dawn, Mozart opens his eyes. Dreamer rushes in. They embrace, a wolf and lion, brothers united by destiny, Elma cries, but this time with relief. Months later, Elma, Mozart, and Dreamer live on a private island. Outside jurisdiction, outside the world, beyond the reach of those who don't understand. The she-wolf and the white wolf are there too, and 3 new cubs, 2 wolf pups and 1 lion cub, run through the clearing. Elma plays piano at dusk. Mozart howls in the same key. Dreamer roars in rhythm. The entire forest responds. Love can transcend species. 2 animals who should have been enemies built the greatest brotherhood I've ever seen, and it all came from love. The camera rises. The sunset melts into orange. The breeze surrenders to the warmth of love. This is a true story. In the end, the wolf and the lion lived together forever. Free, whole, loved. Because as long as love lives in the heart, no mountain is too high, no sea too vast. Every place becomes home. Mozart and Dreamer sleep together beneath the stars. Elma plays the final note, and the forest sings.